Hello, hello, Dr. Darla Nofziger here. So I wanted to take this time to teach about the thing that comes up probably the most in body code. And without like actually doing a search on the most prominent thing that comes up, I have to say that yes, it's got to be the magnetic field distortion. Magnetic field deficiencies are also pretty common, and I will get into that in another video, but right now I want to focus primarily on the magnetic field distortions. So they can be caused by many natural and definitely man-made factors. So common things that will distort the electromagnetic body field include things like shifts in the magnetic poles, the of the Earth and the Earth's spin itself. Gravity, solar flares will create distortions. Being in high altitudes will affect it. Air travel, so any type of jet lag, that kind of thing. Um, Chronic illnesses will do it. Um, Emotional blockages, shifts in the body polarity will do it. So there's a shift in body polarity if you're familiar with muscle testing and you've ever muscle tested something out, and yes is no and no is yes, um, that shows that your polarity is switched. Sometimes that can be caused by spiritual things too, but we're not going to get into that at all with this teaching. Um, so traveling at high speeds will do it. Riding escalators or elevators where you're just quickly, going from one, ground level to another. Our bodies just don't even know what to do with that. It's kind of not a natural thing, right? Um, so any exposure to toxic sounds, like kind of any frequency warfare type of things, um, definitely exposure to chemicals will do that. Um, Glyphosate, I go hand in hand with that for sure. I see that often. Heavy metal toxicity will create distortions in the electromagnetic field. I don't even think I have this in my reports, but excessive salts. So like an accumulation of minerals, because think about it. I mean, it's just like acting as superconductors. So anything that, has the capacity to superconduct, these energy waves basically can create an energetic magnetic field distortion. So light and heat disturbances, um, magnetic shifts, strong magnets, anything like that. Um, and then obviously every type of man-made electromagnetic fields from any type of electronic devices. So your Wi-Fi's, your microwaves, your radios, your Wi-Fi extender pucks, or, all of that stuff. Anything you plug in, right, that has an electrical field, dirty electricity, I mean, you name it, they can cause those you know, magnetic field distortions. So probably the most common symptoms of the magnetic field distortions will be things like dizziness, um, ataxia, where like you're just kind of stumbling around like you're drunk. Um, just losing your balance for no apparent reason. That's very common. Sleep disturbances, so insomnia, night waking, can't get back to sleep, all of those kinds of things. Um, Another big one is malabsorption of minerals. Um, Definitely oxidative stress and oxidation. Um, any type of sluggishness in the liver, and even colon. So, a lot of times being constipated, stuff like that. Um, there can be an inability to create or distribute heat properly. So you'll have like hot and cold spots on the body, um, inflammation of any type, any place in the body is a sign of electromagnetic field distortion. And any type of chronic recurring illnesses and chronic issues. Definitely, like if you get sick often, because it really monkeys with the immune system, and thick and sticky blood. So, like blood clotting is common, things like that. You can definitely see, on live blood, there'll be what's known as rolio, which is like the coin stacking of the blood cells, and agglutination, which is just like they'll just kind of clump together and look all crazy if you're looking at live blood. Um, and that's like probably the most common symptoms of electromagnetic field distortion. So this comes up really quite often in body code, very frequently, especially when I'm doing like my favorite way to work, which is what I'm going to call agendaless, meaning like we just let the subconscious mind work on what it wants to work on rather than like us saying, oh, I want to lose weight or I want to do thus and so and thus and so. Um, and obviously, if you're having an an issue, let's go after that issue. And um, I like saying I just work here, so obviously I like to help people get where they really want to go. Um, but a lot of times we can get there even faster. A lot of times when we just let the body kind of guide us rather than us trying to force the body to do, what we're not, you know, running our own agenda. So hopefully this has kind of helped y'all learn a little bit about the magnetic field distortion and what it means in body code. Until next time, guys.